us many times to fear not. Yet I know one of the biggest things that debilitates us is fear. I remember very clearly we had just moved into our new house, and we put these little, you may have heard this story, but we put these little alarm things at the top of the doors in case one of my crazy kids opens up and escapes, right? Or, God forbid, somebody opens the door that shouldn't, and it starts screaming and wakes us up, right? We install these, and I'm feeling good, I'm feeling safe, I'm feeling secure. Well, one night, that front door one, of course, is screaming as if somebody just opened the door that shouldn't be in my home. So my first thought is jump up, check the kids, because maybe they escaped, had a dream or something, you know. But all of them were sound asleep. So the fear grips of like, man, it's my moment. The worst case, somebody's in here that shouldn't. So I begin to clear the home and look around, and I even walk outside and go in the backyard, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. That sucker got in, got out, and now he's in my backyard. Unreasonable, right? Why would he be in the backyard now? The house was empty, it was clear, but just got to be sure. Let me go clear this backyard. And fear gripped me because now it's like, is somebody really doing this? And working in 911 dispatch, like, that's not that uncommon. You get this phone call all the time that somebody has broken in or they think somebody has broken in. Very often, it was just officers going out and clearing an empty, safe home and backyard. But it was unfounded. And Aveline comes walking down the stairs like, Daddy, what are you doing? You need to go upstairs for something. I don't know. You need to go upstairs. But it was completely unfounded fear. At time, it was super reasonable, but, you know, working through it at 2 a.m. doesn't make all the sense in the world. But I have to remember, and I reminded myself that night, no matter what was going to happen, God always told me to fear not. Even in the moment where I felt like my fear was justified and real, I still have to lean back on fear not. The world after the fall, I can only imagine there had to be a little bit of fear, and evil was going to run rampant. Adam and Eve could not have fully understood the ongoing consequences of their disobedience. That is until, somebody say until, one of their sons murdered the other. Now we know consequences have actions. Our choices don't just affect ourselves. Our choices go beyond us. And we got to remember that. If we're going to be fearful, then our kids are going to be fearful. If we're always going to be worried, then we're going to have some worried kids around us. If we're always going to be anxious, even as they grow older, they could be a 40-year-old child now, obviously an adult, but your child, an anxious person. But if they grow in a home that is not anxious or fearful or doesn't let any of those things grip them, when they become 40, they can make the right choice and decision. I tell my kids all the time, we do not have a spirit of fear, but of a sound mind. And if they begin to tell me they are fearful, I said, what did God say about that? Spirit of fear or of a sound mind? Sound mind, Dad. Well, then rebuke that fear. I don't care if you're 8, 6, 3, or 2. If they don't know how to rebuke it now, do we expect it when they're 18? Do we expect it when they're 30? Do we expect it when they're 12? I want Aveline to be able to wake up and, like she had in her dream, hit me then. Do it then. Fear not. Our choices go beyond us. Sin is destructive. Would you agree with that? The first 6 chapters of the Bible tell a sordid story about the progressive spiral of sin. The decision to violate the one commandment in the peaceful paradise of the garden progressed with devastating speed to the condition described in Genesis 6:5. You put that up there for me, Victor. Genesis 6:5. The Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intention of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Good grief. Continually. Not just for a moment, but continually. Great wickedness and continuously evil imagination. This description paints a bleak and discouraging picture indeed. I was talking to a young person today, and I was letting him know that there are things that come across the internet and things that come across in life that we were not meant to see or handle. We were not meant to see someone get shot in cold blood. Our minds were not built to handle that. They're not capable. We are not meant to see the random weird video on TikTok or Facebook. I remember it being almost an obsession when I was a kid in middle school and high school, finding the cartel videos or the crazy weirdness of seeing things that they do in third world countries. And all the kids would literally fiend over it like it was something cool to see or watch. And here we are dealing with scars later and later in life, wondering. There's a reason we feel sick to our stomach seeing somebody killed in cold blood, because that's not normal. It's not normal to constantly be in sin. It's not normal to constantly, progressively go into this place and accept murder and accept all of these things. Sin is devastating. Thousands of years later from Adam and Eve, humanity is still navigating a world where sin abounds. Many news headlines today portray an equally dark picture of our world. Strife, abuse, animosity, greed, envy, pride, theft, and murder reveal that sin's destructive presence is still running rampant through humanity. It's wreaking havoc and leaving nothing but pain, regret, and hopelessness in its wake. The continuous and relentless nature of sin's effects can belie the empty soul's longing for its creator. Mercifully, the Apostle Paul, an expert in the law of God and the consequence of disobedience, declared in Romans 5:20, we'll read it together. Now the law came in to increase the trespass, but where sin increased, grace abounded all the more. I don't know about you, but I'm thankful for his grace, because if he didn't extend it, I'd be a different picture. I'm thankful for his grace, because if he didn't